Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video I wanted to share with you several DIYs, decor DIYs for Valentine's. I wasn't going to do anything for Valentine's, but watching everybody haul Valentine's stuff and starting to decorate, whether it's one room or the whole house, it just inspired me. However, I did not want to go out and spend money on any of new decor, so I searched Pinterest. I've searched every possible outlet there is, read blogs and things like that, to come up with three exact DIYs from things that I have around the house. Now, given I might have more than most people because I do run a home daycare, so I tend to have a lot of craft supplies. So the first DIY is a coffee filter. So you can see a punching bag moving behind me because, like I was saying, my craft room, office slash my son's exercise room. So anyways, story for another time. But so the first DIY that I will be making is a coffee filter wreath. Now this wreath is not necessarily suitable to go outside in my climate, which I live in Canada, so it is fairly cold right now and wet and damp, so I wouldn't recommend taking it outside. But you could try if you are living in dry areas. Maybe that's warm all the time. It might work, but I'm just recommending for it not to go out. The second one will be a garland for a fireplace, and a third one will be a simple sign with a piece of scrap wood that I had found in my garage. So come along. So the first project I'm going to be doing is the wreath. So you will need a cardboard piece, any size that you want, scissors, a pencil so you can draw your heart, hot glue sticks, coffee filters, brushes. I bought this brush set at Dollarama. I want a light pink, more like a dusty rose kind of color, so I'm gonna mix these two, and a large enough bowl of water, for about 2 inches of water in it, to fit the coffee filters. So the first thing that I'm going to do is draw a heart and cut it out. Now I'm going to cut out the middle and the outside. I am just going to hot glue these pieces here. You obviously don't have to do that if you have a solid piece, but I could not find a solid piece of cardboard to the size that I needed, and this one's bending, so I just want to make sure that it doesn't bend on me. So I'm going to reinforce it with just a piece of cardboard. Now I'm going to prepare my water. So I start off with a small amount of pink, and then I just add until I reach the desired pink. This is pretty good. I'm just using a pencil to stir it. Just using coffee filters that I've had on hand. I'm going to separate about a half and just drop them. You just want to make sure that you paint enough of them do is I'm going to take just this pink and a paintbrush, and just gently go over the edges. End of a pen or a paintbrush or whatever, something that's long and pointy, and hold it. I saw a tutorial where they poked holes and poked these through. I think this is a little bit easier. And then you take another one, space it about, I'm spacing it at about 1/2 inch apart. Project's drying. I will move on to my sign. I am using any Sloan Alt White chalk paint. You'll need a craft ball, a piece of scrap wood, some sort of a rag, black acrylic. I might use white too, some of twine, and some paintbrushes. And I'm not sure if I'll need hot glue depending on how the twine stays. I might put a little bit of a hot glue on the back to keep the twine in place. I just stick my mixing bowls in here. Okay, so first I'm going to put a generous coat of chalk paint onto the board. So I'm gonna let this dry now. I'm going to add my black paint. I'm going to put some water in, water down my brush and my paint. And I'm just going to draw a line. And I'm going to take it off. Now whatever is left, I'm just going to kind of rub it on the edges and add a little bit more. I'm going to Just take the end of the brush with the chalk paint and just go lightly over the middles. And where it needs more, you put a little bit more pressure. Where it needs less, you put less. Okay. So the look that I was going for was more of a like boards, several boards put together, which I think I achieved. And now I'm gonna do my lettering. So for this next project, you will need different sizes of pom-poms and colors. I am doing for Valentine's, so I chose colors for Valentine's, the twine, and pair of scissors. And you also need a needle with a fairly large head so you can thread the twine through. So you want to measure where you want to put your garland on. I am putting it in on my fireplace, so I had measured and made sure that it fits onto my fireplace. You might want to put out a pattern the way you want these threaded, so that way you know how you want them to go. And there we go. You can also adjust them once you how it looks on your garland. You can adjust them. I'm just tying up a knot at the end so they don't slide off. And voila. I think this is so cute, and you can do it really for any occasion. So here is the wreath all finished. I will be showcasing them in my Valentine's romantic room update, so stay tuned. That will be coming up next week. So, and then there's the garland and the sign. I think they turned out pretty nice for absolutely no cost.